Python dictionaries. Dictionary is a collection. What is a collection? Collection is nice because we can put more than one value in them and carry them all around in one convenient package. We have a bunch of values in a single variable. We do this by having more than one place in the variable. We have ways of finding the different places in the variable. What is not a collection? Most of our variables have one value in them. When we put a new value in the variable, the old value is overwritten. Look at this code. X equals 10, then x equals 20. The problem is, where did this 10 goes? The basic operations of the assignment statement is replacement. But dictionary allows us to put more than one thing. Now see a difference between a list and a dictionary. List is a linear collection of values that stay in order. Dictionary, a bag of values, each with its own label. Dictionaries are Python's most powerful data collection. Dictionaries allow us to do fast database-like operations in Python. Dictionaries have different names in different languages. In Perl, PHP, they call associative arrays. In Java, called properties, map or hash map. In C# and .NET, called property bags, the same concept with different names. Lists index their entries based on the position in the list. Dictionaries are like bags, no order. So we index the things we put in the dictionary with a lookup tag. Make a dictionary called bag and store some items in bag. Put some cash, 5,000 rupees into the bag. Put 2 bottles of sanitizers into the bag and 3 packets of tissues into the bag. Now what's in bag? We can say it's a cash 5,000, sanitizer 2, tissues 3. Now bag cash equal 5,000 is an assignment statement. Actually I am using a string as a place. Say 0th position is 5,000, first position is 2, second position is tissues. Instead of 0, 1, 2, I am using character strings, cash, sanitizer and tissues. Now we have key value pairs. Key is cash, value is 5,000. Key is sanitizer, value is 2. Key is tissues, value is 3. Now I can look things up by key. I can add more cash into the bag. I add additional 3,000 rupees into the bag. Now I have 8,000 rupees in cash. To get a clear idea, I can explain in this way. I have a bag. I am putting 500 cash into the bag, then 2 sanitizers, then 10 tissues. Right? Now I can easily carry out everything. I am handling one single bag. Bag contains all these things. Comparing lists and dictionaries. Dictionaries are like lists, except that they use keys instead of numbers to look up values. Try to understand the diagrams. Let's implement this list and dictionary in Python. Create the list called LST and add an item called Prabhat and add another item 64. Now our list have 2 items. Sorry, not the list. LST, Prabhat and 64. Now first item of the list is Prabhat, the second one is 64. In other words, first item is with the index 0. List is Prabhat, LST1 is 64. Now we have a list with 2 items. We can search the Prabhat through 0. Now create the dictionary. Create the dictionary called DIC and add key value pair, another key value pair. Right here we have 2 key value pairs. Name Prabhat, age 64. 2 pairs. If I want to change the value 64 into 65, I can do in this way. I can assign dictionary age equal 65. Now in previously created list, key is 0 and 1. Here in the dictionary, key is name and age. Dictionary literals use curly braces and have a list of key value pairs. You can make an empty dictionary using empty curly braces. To understand the dictionaries properly, I am going to give you another example. I am going to show you a series of names and I want you to figure out what is the most common name and how many times each name appears. Let's start. I think I will show you around 13 names and come up with a way to keep track. Can someone say what's the most common name? Okay, I will give you all the names in a single screen. Did you get it? How did you solve the problem? I can do in this way. I can note down Ditra 1, 2, 3, 3 like that. If we have thousands of names, you can't do in this way. What's the proper way? Data structures you build solve the problem. What is the effective way This is the most common technique to solve this problem. If you see a new name, you add them to the list. Then you give a 1. Here how we implement is in Python. When we encounter new name, we need to add the new entry in the dictionary. And if this is the second, a later time we have seen the name, we simply add 1 to the count in the dictionary under that name. Create a dictionary call. Then we create a list called names with all these names. Now we run through the names starting from the first one and second one and third one and so on. If the name in names, because we have to check the type name is within that list. Then if name not in C, now C is a newly created dictionary. In other words, whenever we found a new name, we create the entry C name equal 1. Otherwise means if we found that name earlier, then we increase the value by 1. C name equal C name plus 1. Then we print a dictionary. This is our output of the program. We have dpra 3 times, ukavi have 5 times, dsong 2 times, rwin 3 times. I will show you the code again. We can reconstruct that look a lot easier. We can use get command and provide the default value 0 when the key is not yet in the dictionary, and then just add 1. This pattern of checking to see if a key is already in the dictionary and assuming default value if the key is not there is so common that there is a method called getC that does this for you. Simplified counting with get, definite loops and dictionaries. Even though dictionaries are not stored in order, we can write a for loop that goes through all the entries in the dictionary. Actually, it goes through all the keys in the dictionary and look up the values. Now we create a dictionary with 3 items. Write a for loop going from the dictionary, print I and xi. This is the output of the program. It will display the entire dictionary items line by line, retrieving lists of keys and values. You can get a list of keys, values or items. Item means both from dictionary. Now we have our original dictionary with 3 items. Now I am issuing the list command to the dictionary. List of X. X is a dictionary. It gives the keys of the dictionary, not the values, without values. Right? Now the output is a list. We generate the list containing keys of the dictionary. Remember, output is a list now. We can get the same result using this command. List X is a dictionary, display the keys of the dictionary. Same result. If you need to get the values, we have to use X dot values. This time it will create a list with values of the dictionary 10, 20, 30. X dot items means both key and the value. Now this is not the dictionary, it's a list. The list containing 3 items, 3 pairs. Right? If it's a dictionary, it should start with the curly brackets. Now this is a list. In other words, this is a list of tuples. There are 3 tuples in this list. Now we can use 2 iteration variables called ing. We loop through the key value pairs in a dictionary using 2 iteration variables. Each iteration, the first variable is the key and the second variable is the corresponding value for the key. For I comma j, here we use 2 variables I and j. For I comma j in x items, item means both key and value. Then the print ij. Right, you get 3 different sets. Each time it's printed I and j. In the first one, I is Cyril, j is 10. Second line, I is Felix, j is 20. On third one, I is Jagat, j is 30. Okay, hope you learn the dictionary. Hope you learn how dictionaries work in Python.